Hi, this is Susie with Creative Cafe, and this is part 2 of our tutorial series on how I put together this Halloween mini. And today we're going to do the little photo mat flip pages there and then the back side. And that's what I'm going to show you today. And what you need for that is, now this is what I used. I used a black policy envelope and I just cut it in half. And then just of course glued my end shut. But it would have been just as easy to have used a piece of black cardstock. And you would want it 4 3/8 by 3 3/4 for each half. So that way you have 2 halves. Now I papered them on both sides, and then in my Bind It All I have a top page and a bottom page, which is my top half and my bottom half. For my top half I evened it up here, right here, and I punched my holes. Then what will be my bottom half here, I did just the opposite. I lined it up here on this side and then punched my holes. Just like I would have done if it had been the normal page, where my bottom half went all the way to the edge here and my top half went to the edge here. Same thing, the top part of the page and the bottom. So anyway, and then that will get it where it will lay just right when you make your mini album, or go to put it in your mini album. So I already have one of mine decorated, because just for the sake of time. But this will be my top piece here. Now you are going to need 10, because what I did, and it just depends on if you're going to layer yours this way. If you're going to layer yours, this is how I done it. My black, or my beige cardstock here, craft colored, was a 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Then I layered it in black, which was 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. Then I layered it with the pattern paper here, and it is a 4 by 3. So that's the sizes that I layered. And in this album, now I did layer pattern paper in all of them in my other album, but on this one I just put pattern paper on the very first one, the one that you're going to see as you're flipping. So do it however you want to. Then you need to make some hinges, and you're going to need 2 different sizes on the hinges. You need a 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. You need 2 of those, which is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and just simply fold them in half once you get them cut. Same way with your 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. You're just going to fold them in half, and that way you have 2 pieces. Then what you want to do, and this is what I did because it will stick really good, I did just use my ATG gun. And what you want to do is simply put these 2 pieces together so that it kind of just looks like this. That's how it's going to look when you get it done. And you can see you've got one bigger than the other, and that's simply because one is going to go the horizontal way, and one's going to go the vertical way, and you didn't need it as wide. And that's why you have 2 different sizes. And you need 10 of these made. That's 5 for each top half and bottom half. So 10 altogether is what you need to get made up for this. Then once you have them made up, this is how they're going to go together. You simply want to take the part that is going to be, and I should mention, you do want the same color that you are doing your first layer. That way it's not that noticeable. So it's going to lay like that and it won't be that noticeable. So this is how this is what I did. And I did on this just use my ATG gun, because I thought it would stick well enough. That is really all I used. And you want to take it and put it on the front side of this and just kind of even it up, because it should be the same size as that back mat anyway. And you want to put like that. Then this one here, your next little one that you have made up, and I usually try to use quite a bit of adhesive so that it holds good. You just simply want to line it up so that you really can't see the other mat. Make sure that they're just nice and even. And when you do that, they shouldn't be in the crease there. Take on these little hinges, I usually just make sure I get them all taped up. And don't worry about taping the back side there until I get ready to stick the other mat on. But that will simply go in there. Don't get it in your crease. Okay. And then this one, just make sure it's got a nice amount of adhesive on it. And just line it up like so. And then this will be your fifth one. Okay, and it just simply sets on the, make sure you don't get it in the crease. Okay, and there's your 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this, of course, sticks on the page like that. Now, what I did so that when the page is flipped is I take a piece of pattern paper, which I chose it to be the little things right there, the little men, and I just adhere it to the side that is going to show on that other side. So I just stuck it on the back, and it will stick just like this, so that when the page is flipped, you won't see just the cardstock. But I guess actually this was my page like this, so it will flip just like this. And this here I would add some of the sticky strip too, so that it does have a good hold to it. And you won't want to sticky strip it all because it is going to hang out. Kind of see how much is hanging out there. That looks good. And then I'll just add a little adhesive there to kind of give it a, but it should hold good anyway with this part right here. It should hold really well. Let's see if I can get it unstuck there. I kind of got it messed up the way I stuck it down there. I should have not done that, but that's just the way it goes when you're taping and you realize, well, I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. And I'm going to try to pull just a little bit of that off because I feel like it's going to bump up in the, when I put it on the page. Very sticky. Okay. Then I'm going to just stick this. And I did get this, you know, fairly close to my my holes there, and just kind of centered a little bit on that page. And I might have got it a hair crooked, but it's so sticky, it's just the way it's going to be. And then when you flip it, of course, see here, and I did this one the same way. Oh, this one doesn't show. So anyway, this will be my 2 pieces right here. And I think it actually goes like this. So, okay. Then This here I want just like that, just like I did in the book. So I also here stuck a little something so that when the page is flipped, you won't see nothing. You'll have a little something there to look at. It won't just be the plain old cardstock. And I just used my ATG gun to stick this on because it's not really anything going to be pulling on it. And then it just simply line it up a little bit there with that first. Okay, and there is what the page is going to look like on the back side. Then you can flip these over, and this here is what I chose to put on the top. And the bottom, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to put a photo mat or just exactly what I'm going to, or just leave it like it is where you can put your photo. So this is just going to adhere on. And once again, I just used my ATG gun because I really don't, nothing's really going to pull on it or anything of that nature. So, and what I've done was I simply put that like so. Okay, and there is the page that flips with the photo mat there. And just remember to do this one, you know, both of them's the same how you put them on. It just that one will, you know, be a little different than the other there. So, and anyway, and here I had something there on the back side of my little Valentino piece that, you know, that way when you look at it, it's just not nothing bare. I mean, it has a little something there to decorate. So anyway, there are my two pages there for that second page there. That's how I did it. Again, part 3 will be uploaded in another 2 days. Thanks.